welcome to this edition of Mornings. I'm Emily Ikeda. Today is March 27th, 2012, and it is a D-Day. We have a lot to cover in this week's morning show, so if you need to jump out early, please feel free to visit youtube.com/NPTV to view any morning show you missed. The Interclub Council is holding their annual hoodie drive for the Salvation Army through April 2nd. You can drop off any gently used sweatshirts in the designated bins located in the main lobby, sports lobby, and outside of the cafeteria. Help the ICC reach their goal of 300 sweatshirts. Looking for some assistance in paying for college? Mrs. Cassel presents a scholarship for aspiring film and theater students.
Sam graduated from North Penn High School in 1997. He went to Northwestern and majored in radio, TV, and film. Went out to California, worked for Scott Rudin Productions. In 2007, he and his girlfriend were coming back from a date, and a drunk driver hit them and killed them both. So at this point, we decided we would establish a scholarship fund. You have to submit an essay, and that essay has to really talk about your passion, whether it's theater arts or film, and they also need to submit a letter of acceptance in film or theater arts from a college that they've applied to. We give $3,000 to a student majoring in either film or theater arts. If you maintain a B average throughout your college career, you get $1,000 each year until you graduate. And then once you've graduated, we'll give you a contact in the theater and film industry, Mr. Scott Rudin. Paperwork they can find either in D103 or at the College and Career Center. The due date is March 30th.
Last Tuesday, the Interclub Council held their annual volleyball tournament. Reporter Dan Grundy has more.
Last Friday, the SGA hosted their annual ICC volleyball tournament featuring 16 clubs and teams who came out to win money for a charity of their choosing.
The purpose of the ICC volleyball tournament is for everybody to have a good time, and everybody's having a good time tonight. It's another one of the events that the SGA does that really kind of brings the whole school together, and everybody's having a good time, and that's what's been going on tonight.
I'd have to say that we put in a good effort. We really did. We worked hard. It's all about having fun for us, so it's really good to come together with the team and just have fun. I mean, it is just a game of football, so yeah, all about the fun. It's good. Yeah.
The championship match featured the career study team taking on the boys soccer team. It came down to being tied at 25 until the boys soccer team was able to get an extra 2 points more than Team Career Center. The boys soccer team won 28-26 against Team Career Center.
Hi, the charity that we will be donating to is the Boys and Girls Club.
Signing off for North Penn News, I'm Dan Grundy.
Here is another energy-saving tip you can use. Compliments of the Green Team.
Did you know that our school spends $72,000 a month just on electricity? You can help to reduce the amount our school spends and therefore help the environment just by doing simple things like turning off the lights when you leave a room.
We are the Energy Troopers! Don't be an energy hog!
Upbeat returns to present String Theory, playing a crowd favorite from their performance at Republic Night. Take it away, Ben.
I'm Ben.
I'm Minzo.
I'm Siak, and we are String Theory.
We joined together for Indian Cultural Association's Republic Night, and it was fun, so here we are.
And today we'll be performing a mashup of two popular songs. Hope you enjoy.
Last time we surprised Mr. Knaub with the Feature Teacher Award. Let's learn more about the most recent honoree.
I got into teaching social studies and teaching as a career just because I thought it would be a great way to impact young people and to be involved in their lives. And I enjoyed social studies, history, and things like courses like that. And so I felt that would be the way I wanted to head in. Interacting with the students, especially in classes when we were having great discussions. We're talking about current events that are going on, and they're asking questions, and they're really into it. Do something you really enjoy, work hard at it, but really, as you leave here, make sure you're doing something you really want to do, that you're not just out there to just trying to earn a paycheck, but you really love what you're working at.
If you would like to nominate a teacher for Feature Teacher, email Mrs. Light, the YEA advisor, at lightba@mpenn.org, and be sure to include the reason why you are nominating the teacher. It seems that one of the dudes is having trouble getting comfortable in this week's Dude Report. Before we go, a reminder that March is Women's History Month, so here's your fact of the day. In 1861, Harriet Beecher Stowe's first novel about slavery, Uncle Tom's Cabin, is featured as a serial in an abolitionist newspaper. Published as a book the following year, it becomes an international bestseller and has a profound impact on public opinion about slavery. Could you crack this week's Nutty Challenge? Let's check in with Mr. Brumbaugh for the answer.
Hey, welcome back to this week's Brumbaugh Challenge. The answer you've all been waiting for. The commonly eaten nut that cannot and will not be sold in its shell in stores is the cashew. The reason it won't be sold in its shell is because when you touch the shell of a cashew, you develop the same sort of reaction as if you had touched poison ivy, which would make the cashew much less interesting if it was sold in its shell. Bet you didn't know that? Now you do. Thanks for playing this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
Mr. Young in K27 is continuing to dominate the Brumbaugh Challenge. Remember to catch next week's question this Friday at youtube.com/NPTV along with full morning show broadcasts. And that's it for this edition of Mornings. I'm Emily Ikeda. Have an excellent day, North Penn.